Hey, what's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Today's video, I wanted to go over some of the new kit reveals for a few different people. Let's start this off. Going into the, what's it called? the kit reveals on the forums. I'm all over the place. Sorry, I was just watching this new Letterkenny Season 10 trailer. Holy cow. Hype. Next month, let's freaking go. All right. Let's go. Captain Phasma and Rose Tico. These are not kit reveals. They're more of kit touch-ups, but literally all they are the Omnicrons for that character. And you got to keep in mind that we have a lot more Omnicron abilities going to be added onto characters in the near future. Not just, the Boba Fett Scion of Django, not just Dash. It's going to be a lot more. And they're going to be more of those characters that are a bit older, bringing them back into use in today's age of the game. Because these guys like Rose Tico and Phasma, they're from like 2013, right? So here we go. I gotta say though, this is a bit garbage in terms of like the difference of how good one is over the other. We'll go into it, okay? Let's start off with Rose. Rose is definitely the lesser of the two in terms of how good it is. The Omnicron is in the red. So keep in mind the Omnicrons, you have to have 60 of the material mats to get one added on to somebody, right? So here we go. It says, well, this is our unique, right? It says Rose Tico has 10% offense for each exposed enemy. When another resistance ally scores a critical hit, she gains 10% TM. But then it says the Omnicron in GAC, or it says right here, I can't read. All other resistance allies also gain that offense for each exposed enemy, and they gain 5% TM whenever a resistance ally scores a critical hit. So now, that does seem okay, but I feel like they should have just gone with even more TM gain with all the extra resistance allies, because if you think about it this way, guys, a JTR lead here really sounds good. Now tossing in Rose Tico, it could mean for something pretty powerful, but I just still feel like 5% TM gain is not enough to make me like, holy cow, I gotta get this Omnicron on my Rose Tico. The offense is nice and all, but like really, in a JTR team, or really any resistance team for that matter, outside of a GL Ray, there is really no use for the extra added on offense. In my opinion, there's not, because most of your damage is coming from exposes, and that's just how those teams work for the resistance faction. The TM gain, though, it is nice. I'm very curious to see how this might work in a GAC setting, because this is only in Grand Arena. There's no going to be uses here in an arena like Squad Arena or TW. It is strictly just for Grand Arena, which is still a great way and a great thing to add on for that character if you want to keep them competitive in a GAC format. But again, I don't know if it's that huge in my opinion. So there you go right there. I guess to come into the game and kind of check out Rose Tico and Phasma and their factions, right? Because we got to look at their factions for resistance and also for first order. Very curious if they're starting off with resistance and first order. Those are like, the bad guys and the good guys in the new movie. So I'm guessing they might go back to like prequels and do the same thing with like a Galactic Republic Jedi and maybe like some Sith. I don't know, maybe some Separatists. Who knows? Anyways, Rose is down here a bit. She is Relic 5 from the Ray requirements. She's pretty trash, guys. She is very bad. As we can see right here, actually, Omnicrons are not 60. I thought they were 60 for some reason. I think they were... I was thinking 60 because Boba Fett needs 3 of them, so that's why they're 60. But they're just as much as a Zeta. My bad. That's bad information. There are 20 per each one. So there you go there. The Zeta, I don't even have it. It's that. It's the TM gain, plus the Omnicron. So you got Rose Tico, okay? You got Rose right there. Let's go over Phasma. Phasma's the next chick. Let's go check her out. Says right here, I'm backing out a little bit. Let's see if I can back out. Frick, where's my keys? There we go. Here we go. Over here to Phasma. Right here. Phasma, guys, holy freaking cow. Phasma's leadership is now on cocaine. It's on steroids. It's on something. It's a whole different level. This one's ridiculously powerful. So this one I might give it based on if my guild requires it. I'm not sure if it's required is the best word, but if a guild is like, you know what, Ian, this is pretty dang good, and it would help us a lot in TW for like a whole 50 Phasma wall. You should get it. Then I might. But before that happens, I'm going to not apply anything and save up for my Boba Fett. So here we go. This is all in red. Holy cow, there's a lot here. It says first order allies have 20% potency, gain advantage for 2 turns at the start of the encounter. Can't be critically hit while they have advantage. Whenever an ally attacks, they have 20% or they have a 20% chance to call a random ally to assist. It is then tripled if they are attacking first order allies. And then if they had advantage, they regain it for 2 turns. So I'm not sure if that was new or old. I'm pretty sure that was old. But then we come down here to the territory war bonuses. This is not Grand Arena. This is in territory war. And it says here, there is an additional 10% chance to call a random ally to assist. And then the craziest thing here is Phasma has plus 100 speed. That's ridiculous. So she's going to be extremely, extremely fast. I don't think her base speed is even that fast. I want to say it's around like the 140 to 150 mark. So still, with 100 extra speed, that's going to be 250. She's going to be like one of the fastest non-GLs in the game if you have her in TW. And then it says whenever a first order ally attacks out of turn, they recover 5% health and protection, which is very similar to a crew lead. And then it says whenever a first order ally gains advantage, they also gain 10% offense stacking for the rest of the battle. And then all first order allies gain 7.5% TM. Holy freaking cow. That is ridiculous. It says here in the other part of the lead is that the chance is tripled if the attacking ally is first order. And then it says if that ally is first order and they are assisting, if they had advantage, they regain it for 2 turns. So whenever they're regaining this advantage, they're going to be getting even more offense. So there is offense here. There is more assisting here. There is no reduction into the assists off the leadership. And then you have the recovery off the lead. Plus, you have Phasma being super fast. This is going to be a very, very dominant TW team right now in the game. And I'm telling you right now, if you're in like a top-end guild, like 350 million plus, you're going to have some of your officers or guild leaders recommending you guys to get this. This is going to be a ridiculously great first order team in TW. I was kind of wishing that that was going to be in GAC, but imagine that being in GAC, man. That would be like a whole new thing to have to fight in GAC. It's gonna be a lot tougher, I feel like, in a GAC format to fight than in a TW format. Anyways, let's go check out Phasma and her leadership right now and kind of see like what we could work with in a TW setting. So, you know, not necessarily do you have to have a full first order team in a TW or really with any Phasma team to that extent, but I would assume that you want to have a full first order to get all the benefits, right? I mean, more offense stacking, more TM, and then you get some more health and protection recovery. That's pretty strong. So, yeah, you have Phasma here. Right now, my Phasma is at 236. So that plus 100, she's going to be 336. Still pretty dang quick. I mean, that is nothing to mess around with, right? 336 is ridiculous. I'm just curious, like, one of my fastest characters in the game, let's just check. Besides GLs, let's go check them out. So if mine's 336, let's go see a non-GL character. 336, I think this chick's 370. So 370 for her, and she's got like one of my fastest sets in the game. Next up is Shak T, 345. Okay, so, you know, in TW, she would be like a top 5 fastest characters in the game outside of a GL. That's pretty crazy. And not even keeping in mind that she has like crappy mods, you can easily get her to like maybe even pushing 400 if I were to guess. 400 speed is ridiculous, guys. So yeah, I mean, just do not sleep on Phasma in TW. But the team, you know, revolving around her, really don't. I mean, you could still use Kylo, maybe like a solo, depending on like what your guild wants to use, like some, you know, Kylo, Hux, Sith Trooper, blah, 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 like keeping those guys there. But maybe in the Phasma team, you can have like a Phasma with FOST, the Stormtrooper. Executioner could be really, really good here because Executioner, if he were to assist and crit, he gives out rather some more TM on his critical hits on his unique. So that's huge right there. Execution will be really, really huge. And then we have some more guys here. So you can definitely make up a team here with Phasma. But man, that's going to be a really, really strong team in TW. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like the little overview of things. you know, there's a pretty big disparity between the Phasma kit touch-up with the Omnicron and the Rose Tico, because, you know, one's a leadership and one's not. I think that's probably the biggest difference between the two. But, like, I really am liking the Omnicrons. I know they're only for, like, specific modes, like in TW or in GAC, but I really feel like that's a really nice little bonus in terms of, like, an older character, because those are very old characters. When would you ever use those guys? I know when sometimes you see those Phasma teams in GAC, but, like, you never see Rose Ticos any at all, right? So I think that's a really cool thing for CG to add. Very curious for more down the line. Are you guys going to go and apply that Omnicron to Phasma? I would love to know your guys' thoughts down there in the comments below. But yeah, it's ridiculous how overpowered that is, in my opinion, for Phasma. I am so very interested to see how that plays out in the next little TW. So, guys, that's about it. If you guys have any comments or any thoughts down below, let me know. Until next time, though, guys, have a good one, and see you later. Peace out. Bye, guys.